Hello, this is Mary Lou Foster. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sulphur Springs, Texas, and I'm here today to show you I think it's pretty quick, but really pretty card using the Sketched Butterflies bundle. I love butterflies. I've always loved butterflies. The movement, the fluttering, that they're just fascinating. And this stamp set, when I saw it in the catalog, I believe it's in the catalog. It might be an online exclusive. I forgot to check before I came on. But lots of movement. And this stamp set is a birthday thank you, thinking of you. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. We are not using that stamp today, but we are using the You Brighten Up So Many of My Days on the front of this. And an embossing folder called Cute Crochet. It's a 3D embossing folder. And I have already run my piece of basic white cardstock through the cut and emboss machine. And I don't know if you can see on the video, the detail is so pretty. It looks really nice with the stamp set. It is on a pool party card base, and it's what I call a top opening card or a top fold card. I believe it's called top fold, but it's portrait orientation. So you cut your paper at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. So you have to sort of take a pause if you're used to cutting your paper at 5 1/2 and then scoring at 4 1/4. It's a little bit backwards of what we're used to doing. Then there's a piece of the Pretty Peacock cardstock. If you notice, there is no designer series paper on this card. Gasp. I know. How did that happen? I'm not exactly sure, but there's not. And we made it just fine. Looking for a piece of basic white so I can stamp. We must have borrowed the extra piece out of it. We made this one yesterday at the Senior Citizen Center. So this piece is cut our usual 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is cut 1/4 inch smaller, so 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to go ahead and mount them together and get the front of the card built. Sometimes I caution you about doing that because you kind of have to pay attention to the layers and what you might need before you actually stick the front down. But there's nothing hiding under it today. There's no ribbon tied around it or anything that needs to be added before you go ahead and put the front together. So I've put my embossed basic white on my Pretty Peacock, and then I'm going to put it all on the pool party and set that aside for a minute. So we are stamping in Pretty Peacock today, and I have this butterfly. It's the big butterfly, and it's on a somewhere it's going to tell me what E block. So that it's a pretty big block. When you're using the bigger blocks, sometimes it's easier to lay your stamp face up and then use your ink pad face down and move it around. I'm ordering a new Pretty Peacock. I've got a hard spot in the middle of this one, and for some reason or another, it will not ink up there. So we're going to use the die to cut our butterfly out after we stamp. But the coloring on this one is what was intriguing to everybody. They wanted to know, where are our stamping blends? What are we going to color this with? Because you can see there's a lot of variation. There's light, there's dark. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there is Wink of Stella involved in this. there are different ways to color things, and using Wink of Stella is one of the ways, because as you can see, it's pulling the color from the stamped image, because this is what we call line art, and you can leave it like it is. You can use watercolors, you can use Stampin' Blends, but today we are using Wink of Stella. And in these areas that are really, really dark, it pulls a lot of the color. And then in the lighter areas, you get that light, kind of a watercolor look. And I just wanted to pull some color. I didn't want to color my butterfly solid. There's lots of different ways to do this butterfly. And these dies, I don't believe they layer. We've had layering dies in the past that you could use a solid base and the detail die would add the black lines, but this is not one of them. Most of these cut out either the stamped image. We do have this one that cuts out the fluttering butterflies, and we've used that. I think I've also done a video on it. Sorry if it seems like I keep using the same thing over and over, but partly because I like it so much. Trust me, I have plenty of stuff. So that's all you have to do. You don't have to work it to death. You just want some color. And then this is the die that we're going to use. And I'm going to kind of get it seated on here. And pull my little baby blue, the boho blue. Stamp it. This is the mini that I treated myself to when they were on sale last month. As a demonstrator, if you are bronze, which is the entry-level title, you get 20% off your order. So once you join, it's $99. You pick $125 in product. And then your very next order, your very first order you place as a demonstrator, you get 20% off. So even getting 20% off of the die cutting machine is a good deal. But last month they allowed us to take another 10%, which means I'm a silver level, so I get a 25% discount on my orders. And when you get to take another 10%, you're getting 35% off. So that's it made it worth it to go ahead, and I was off just a little bit, but you know what? It's a butterfly. That's not going to matter. I am not going to stress over that. I don't really like that much white though, so I think I'm going to give it just a little bit of a trim so my two sides match up. I do better standing up using that, because then I can see down and I can see all the edges instead of just sitting here kind of from an angle. We're going to mount this on dimensionals because it is a butterfly. And she, I'm thinking it's a she, does not need to just sit flat on the card. I'm going to show you something else I think what I'm going to do with her. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to kind of give her, make her wings. And I think instead of putting her straight this time, I'm going to put this one at an angle. I don't know, it just, to me today. And use that in a minute. So you brighten up so many of my days. This could be used for a birthday. Maybe you just need to send someone an encouraging note. This, that would be a really nice thing to say to someone, to let them know that they do. They brighten up your day, and that you're thankful that they are in your life. Pretty cute. And I'm just going to run some tape and Stampin' Seal on the back of that. And these are the Stylish Shapes dies. Remember, there are several different shapes in that set. This is a very versatile set. As you can see, you can layer. I will post the list of supplies that I have used. And then the inside of our card today, I have a piece of the basic white already cut. And it's cut the same size as the front, the 3 3/4 by 5, because it was easier just to have two pieces the same size. And I have added a die cut out in Summer Splash. Coordinates with the Pretty Peacock, with the pool party really nicely. And I like using a mini glue dot when I'm just putting small things like this. I don't really want to stick it down solidly. And we can say on the inside, if we're going to make this a birthday card, why don't we use the same ink, Pretty Peacock. I think I keep calling it Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Peacock. May all of your wishes come true. And then let's do a happy birthday. And I think I'm going to make it straight, but I'm not going to center it. A little crooked best, okay? And that, my friends, is the card. I did embellish this one with these Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems. And these are the prettiest little things. And they added a really nice detail. I think I'm going to use the, put that in the center. That's where the, there's the center one right there. And let's put a second one right here. That's all I'm going to do. Sometimes less is better. So that is our sketched butterflies. You brighten up so many of my days using Sketch Butterflies bundle and Cute Crochet embossing folder. That's all I had for you today. So this is the card we made, Sketched Butterflies birthday card. We used the bundle. And guess what? A new catalog is coming out. So if you need a new catalog, you can contact me by commenting on this post or by emailing me at maryloufoster74@yahoo.com. And you can shop with me at maryloufoster.stampinup.net. And that's all I have today. Y'all have a great day. See you next time. Bye.